Everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones flushed out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Fights off the defender. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And Ingram holds it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The 43-yard
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
for the extra point.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
By Blake Martinez.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now midfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Cleveland.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down, and they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. A final shot before break. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
22-yard line.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Browns 7.
Graham Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Giants.
Mayfield down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. His kick is right through.
Makes the score Giants 21, Browns 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A first down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 44 yards on the ground. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
so the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on, use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Penny. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think they should go to the D. They don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to number
Jarvis,
8.
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, I like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, the 20, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Giants 28, Browns 21. Graham gets a kickoff.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter. They'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain there of 21 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Hunt. They'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The ball carrier.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
6-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he'll let it go incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it third and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
On the coverage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
And 12.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And the Browns first down.
He's back to throw. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he slips up past the 40, being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mayfield to throw. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Complete to Austin.
Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland first.
The 6-yard line.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Giants 28.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.